Welcome to Cover Letter Writing Intro and Basics by Project Reclass within our writing curriculum series, Revision. This is the first in a series of short instructional videos on how to write an excellent cover letter. If you've been on the job market recently, you've probably heard about cover letters, since many listings end with some version of "Please submit your resume and cover letter." But how can you make yours as successful as possible? That's what we'll be covering in this series. You likely know that a cover letter introduces you to the hiring manager and tries to make a case for why they should hire you. So what are the objectives we're hoping to achieve with an awesome cover letter? Let's consider the primary goals of a strong cover letter in detail so that you can increase your chances of meeting those goals as much as possible. So what do you need this cover letter to do for you? Well, the job you're applying for is probably going to get dozens of applicants. Your cover letter is your chance to stand out from the pack and show off the qualities that make you a unique candidate. While the specifics of your education and the amount of experience you bring to the table may be similar to other candidates, here, your cover letter can show off some facts about your life and career journey that are special and unusual. Next, your resume and CV alone may not cover all of the skills that you've picked up, or some of the skills you're most proud of might be underemphasized if they're forced into a dry little bullet point. You can explain them in a more full and vivid way in our cover letter. Another thing you can't exactly put on a CV is your personality. Your writing will give the reader a sense of who you are and why they might like working with you, as well as how you're a good fit for the ethos and goals of wherever you're applying to work. To achieve all of the goals we just discussed, you'll need to do a little bit of research and brainstorming before we dive into the actual steps of writing our letter. Here are some things you should do your best to find out as you're preparing to write. Who will be reading your application and cover letter? Get a name and job title if possible. Resources like LinkedIn and the official website of a company or organization can be helpful for finding this out. Next, what is the company or organization like? What are they well known for? Can you find out a little bit about their history? Do they have an official mission statement or something similar? Knowing what's important to them will help you demonstrate that you can help this organization with its goals. Finally, take a look back through your own resume and CV to refamiliarize yourself with all of your relevant experience and skills. Consider which are most applicable to this job. Brainstorm about any other skills or talents you may possess which are relevant, considering what you've just learned about the goals and work culture of the place you're applying. So, we've thought about the goals of a cover letter, and let's say you've finished doing all of the research you can on the company and job in question, as well as engaged in some brainstorming. Now let's look ahead to actually writing your letter. The specifics will be covered in future videos, but in general, what will the contents contain? We mentioned earlier that a goal of a cover letter is to help you stand out from the pack. To do this, your letter is going to show off who you are. What motivates you? How will you bring a unique perspective to the table? How has your career journey been different from that of any other applicant? We also covered how the cold, hard facts of your resume or CV may not convey everything that makes you an awesome fit for this job. To counter this, your letter will draw attention to your accomplishments. Shine a spotlight on what you're proud of achieving, especially those things which may not occupy a prominent spot or any spot on your resume. Finally, one other thing a resume can't do is convey your professionalism and politeness. Companies want to hire people who are easy to get along with and treat others well. So by being polite and including a thank you, an appropriate greeting and sign-off in your cover letter, as well as maintaining a positive, professional tone of voice throughout, you can show off what a good fit you are for a civil work environment. Thank you for tuning into this video, and I hope you'll join us again for the others from this short series when we cover in detail the formatting and contents of an ideal cover letter.